Now then, YouTube, I hope you're all well. It's going to be a bit of a mix and match video today. For you guys who are following me but not following Trucker Piper Bob, you want some of this. No, very kidding. For you guys, I went to see him yesterday. Absolutely fantastic guy. Both him, his wife, made me feel most welcome. And he gave me some great stuff, which we're going to get to in a minute. So, if you're not following him, check him out. And he has done a video of me and him chewing the fat, which we was that busy enjoying ourselves, we sort of forgot the camera was there, which people seem to like, and we couldn't record a lot of it because we was voicing our northern hillbilly opinion on the world. But no, Bob, if you're watching, absolute fantastic day. He said his mouth was hurting from laughing so much. So was mine. The purpose of going to see him was because we'd been on about it. I meant to go with see him when Welshie did, but of course, as always, work got in the way. But he did go and fetch me these dunhills. So he sent me some of this lovely cigar blend that I believe is from 11 Reef or Tenerife, I think, which my friend's going next week, so I'm hoping to word him up. And today we're going to be repairing. He's managed somehow, heavy-handed Bob, to break his Blakemore Briars pipe. Now I think the glue's just let go in the tenon, so I said I got some new 9mm tenons and I should be able to sort it out for him. So today we're going to be trying this cigar blend, which I'll write down what it's called because I've forgot. And if you want a proper review rather than a load of rambled nonsense, Matchbox has done a fantastic review on it. So, as per Mr. Matchbox's expert review, I've got a drink with me, and I'm going to go for 3/4 of a bowl because I'm not sure if I'm a shandy puff or not and whether I can hack it. So along with telling you my thoughts on this tobacco, I'm going to be repairing Bob's pipe, and I'm going to be staining the GAW pipe. So, ooh, it is dark chocolate. Took a little bit to get going. Yeah, very nice and peppery on the retro ale. I don't know. It's a strange blend. Just it's punchy, I'll give you that. Right, so we've got a bit of channel news as well. There's all sorts going off in this video. Oh, and I'm off nights, if you can't tell. I think that's why I'm so excited. So, Bob's Blakemore Briar Pipe. Oops. New tenant required. Shouldn't be a problem. The GAW pipe. I'm trying to get a stamp organised and suss out what my branding's going to be, what my name's going to be and all that. So, excuse me, I had a long and hard think. I didn't want to be big smoke pipes and get shortened to BS pipes, if you get me drift. So, I thought about how I got into the YTPC or how I got into pipe smoking, and ultimately it was because of the people around me when I was a child that smoked. And I got thinking about what kind of characters they were, and there was all kind of poaching characters, you know, pheasants in the jacket and plenty of deer in the freezer kind of guys, legends. So I thought, as a nod to them, because they're the reason why I'm here, them old guys, I'd go for poacher's pipes. And this will be my logo. I'll stick it up here. That I've come up with. Hopefully that's quite catchy. Hoping to get some stickers made up and things to give away. And what else? And I'm now in the process of getting a stamp sorted, because I'd like the first pipe to be stamped up with 001 and the branding right from the start. I don't know if I've got the draw a little bit tight. Maybe it wants a little bit of playing with, because with it being such a, you're not going to pick it up on the camera, but I think somebody, I don't know where mentioned it, basically, like, the best way to describe the texture of this cigar leaf is it's a lot like fish food. So whether that's compacting more, I don't know. I quite like it though, Bob. The taste is pleasant. Now, whether I'll be like this in 10 minutes, oh, I don't know, but I'm alright so far. It really is just like some kind of nice, smooth, it's like a smooth cigar. You know, it's not so bad. Right, so we're going to get on with this, and we're going to get on with this, and let me know your thoughts on Poacher's Pipes and the logo. I shall probably have to slightly modify my channel name, something like Big Smoke with Poacher's Pipes or something like that. as I say, I'll always be the big smoke we know and love, or just tolerate. But I wanted to do something a little bit different for the pipe brand. Beautiful clenching pipe. Bob has got a dunhill, so I'm hoping he has a nice experience with his. Me on a non-filter, like a big boy. I'll be interested to try this through a 9mm filter afterwards. Right, I'm going to stop babbling and get something done. See you soon. Back again, guys. Split second to you. Several hours later for me. Had to go out on a breakdown. So we've got the second bowl of the cigar leaf, which I promise I'll tell you what it's called before I conclude this video. Before I went, I stained the pipe, but I'm not quite happy with the depth of stain. We've got this light area just here and one just there. So I will try again. I don't know what colour I'm going to go with. I don't know whether I'm going to stick to another coat of this tan colour, or then I'm going to go with something a bit darker. Stay tuned. La Ecepsion Habana. Habana, should I say. That's the tobacco I'm smoking. I finally remembered the name. Lovely. Peppery retro ale. I really like it. I was a bit concerned about trying it. I actually finished my bowl off on the way to the job. In the dunhill, because it's dunhill day, apparently. And I was a bit concerned about feeling all wuzzy and whatnot, but no, just fine. Really enjoyed it. So the giveaway pipe number 1 is stained up again. Just looking on the camera, it looks a bit light on that back edge, but we'll just have to see what happens. That's all stained up. And the Blake Marbriers pipe now has, I had to drill out the old glue and fitted a new tenon. That should be dry now, but I'll leave it 24 hours. And then that is now the, see, this has got a light spot here. Can you see how it's dark around the back and it's got a light spot on the front? This is exactly what trouble I've just had. I didn't know whether it was uneven sanding or it did look different the whole way through making the pipe on the sides. So I don't know if it's just hard, you know, and taking a lot less stain on. But that's all polished up for you, Bob. Ready to go. So that'll all get put back together. In the meantime, I'll leave this to sit a little longer, and then hopefully it'll look all right. Stay tuned. Right, we're back for the final time tonight. I'll give you a quick preview on the pipe. I'm 100% happy with it, but still not 100% happy with it. If that makes any sense. Might have to relight a few times because it is very near the end. So, are you ready for it? I haven't got... This is what we've got so far. We've even got a hair on it somewhere. Nice bird's eye, which you can't see on this camera. I will do a proper video of it. We've got this light patch on the side here. You can't really see it, but I'm fairly certain it's the grain. Just see if I shine my torch on it, if it'll make it any better. Like I say, it's poor lighting. I'll do a better video. Lovely bird's eye there, and on the bottom, and then this lovely plain grain on the side and on the end. So all in all, if I don't say so myself, I don't think it's a bad effort for a first pipe. We've still got a long way to go. That's the exciting part about it. The stem still is perfect anyway, even sideways if you so choose to smoke it sideways. So that's something I'm happy about. All in all, I'm quite happy with it. While I've been staining this pipe, I've used the time to reflect a bit more on yesterday. It all started when I obviously walked up the drive, knocked on the door, and of course Bob answered the door and he greeted me with a proper handshake. Mr. Whitehurst always says to me, you can tell 60% of a man by his handshake. And what he means is a good strong man, not physically, but a good strong man will greet you with a vice-like grip. That's what he always says. And that's the first thing I noticed when I met Bob, a good strong handshake. To me that says that he's got strong values and is a strong person. I might be completely daft, but that's just what I thought upon meeting Bob. Went straight in, and of course it's like I've known him years. Nice cup of filter coffee, no milk, no sugar, that's me. Sometimes a bit of water, cold water. If it's a particular tart coffee, a bit of cold water just knocks edge off, I think. But ultimately, really nice. Had 10 minutes with him. His wife had been out somewhere. Had 5 or 10 minutes with them both, and then straight into the garage, Bob's Smoking Emporium, littered with goodies. And as he's touched on in his video, we exchanged stories, new and old. I was telling him a lot about my childhood and the characters I've met along the way. And there's a lot of shooting men in my village, or there was. And because my dad always brought me up to be extremely polite, hat off inside, get up when somebody comes in, shake their hand, offer them your seat, insist they have your seat, especially if they're older than you. First things first, make them a drink, all that sort of thing, no swearing, all that. Because I was brought up like that, I feel like it opened me up to a lot of opportunities. Because I was like that to everybody in the village, they all wanted to take me shooting. So I got the benefit of going shooting with a lot of old timers. It's different times now. I don't think it'd happen even if you were polite. For good reason. You can't really let your children go with strange men or old men or whatever now, I don't suppose, but back then it was well accepted, and I'm so happy that it happened. And of course, I feel like I've got a lot of stories to tell because of them old men, especially for someone my age. And of course, Bob, he had a similar scenario. Lots of stories to tell. We spoke a lot about his dad, who seems like a diamond, and his son, somewhat a good shot by the sounds of it. And yeah, a good day had by all. A few samples which I'm going to go through in depth. Excuse me. A wonderful cigar, which again we touched on in Bob's video. It's in this box somewhere. I'm going to put it in my humidor when I go up, when I go home, or should I say when I go in the house. Yeah, one of his favourites. That's what I like. Somebody, it's not what you get given, it's the thought behind it, isn't it? He's given me one of his favourite cigars, which he could have smoked himself. And being as he's a Yorkshireman, so I hope you like the pipe. I hope you like the branding. If you don't, please tell me. I welcome any constructive criticism, and well, any criticism really. I'd like to know more about this light patch, but I will do a proper video showing that off with better light and everything. So guys, until next time, keep it lit.